Hello friend, in this video we're going to talk about how when I was here in Thailand 20 years ago I was a messy bear, didn't know who I was, didn't really know who I wanted to be or how to get there because I didn't know what I was doing, and I overcame all of that stuff and I'm finally back in the same place that I was, living a completely different life. I had a shot of turmeric this morning instead of whiskey through the eyeball. It's true. I'm sorry I should have shared that, but it's true. I was all over the place, and I just want to explain what happened, how I got from there to there, and how you can also get from there to there, whatever there to there may be for you. So join me on this journey as we walk through this apartment and we enjoy a bit of Thailand. So I'll see you on the other side. So I wanted just to make this video kind of for myself, just to kind of share some of this stuff because, you know, I've been thinking about this a lot since I've been here. And, you know, when I was here 20 years ago, I was a completely different person. I was searching, I was trying to figure out who I was and what all these thoughts were and what I was capable of and where life was going. And I was in a messy place, but you know, a lot of people are in their 20s, so whatever, you know, it was what it was. And I remember saying to my friend, in 10 years time I want to be sober. And I remember his first instinct was to laugh, and he said, good luck with that. And I remember thinking, I'm gonna do it. I don't know how, but I'm gonna do it. And at that point we were drinking every day, smoking weed every day, eating whatever every day, doing whatever came up, as it cleared my throat. And you know, that's just what we did. But again, you're in your 20s and you do what you do. But I did a lot, and it definitely took its toll. While a lot of my friends were figuring out who they are and building their businesses and, you know, getting proper jobs, I kind of got stuck behind because I hadn't worked through my own stuff, and I had a lot of lack of self-worth and self-love, and I didn't have any skills. So no offense to anyone that works in bars, but I just worked in bars because that's all I figured I could do, because you need to be a kind of character to work in a bar. So big love to anyone that works in a bar because it's not easy. And so I did that for a long time, and I did some odd jobs, and I was doing that for a long time. And eventually I started to work on myself. I started to meditate and do yoga and chant and qigong and breath work and eat well, and started cutting out the bad stuff and doing more of the good stuff. And I just kind of noticed today that I was staying in like a hut, which was cool at the time, but now I've got like my own spare room in this apartment, and behind me is like a little meditation spot in the morning where I do my morning checking into my goals, and I tune into what I'm doing, which is I've created a business where I help other people to overcome what they need to overcome and help other people and grow their businesses, and it's just a really nice thing. So I got my own little spare room, and I do my chanting and my yoga and my qigong and meditation and my calls to people, and I'm just feeling really grateful that I did get to that place where I did turn it around. And, you know, I don't say I'm a sober person, but I certainly don't drink very often, do it once in a blue moon, only on occasion. And I certainly don't do any of those naughty white drugs anymore, which just didn't, you know, help me in any way. And I'm just starting to kind of like look at where I am now. I'm just really appreciative of this kind of full circle moment that happened because I kind of took the time to do the self-work. And what is the self-work? Well, it's different for everyone. Certain people find yoga and that's all they ever need. Some people chant and that's all they ever need. Some people meditate and that's all they ever need. Maybe because of my past addictive behavior, I like to do it all. So, you know, in some sense, I've changed all those addictions and just added new, good, healthy addictions. and I'm fine with that. So every day I tune into my goals, and I tune into what I'm doing with my life and where I'm going and what I'm grateful for. And then I dive into meditation, and I do some breath work, I do some yoga and qigong, and I'll do a workout. And I do all this because I've got the time to do it. So some people don't have the time, and I respect that. For me, I've designed my life like this. I decided not to do certain things so I would have the time to do these things, because self-work was my number one priority. I needed to look after myself because I was in such a messy place that really self-work was kind of my number one priority. So I really devote time to working on myself every day. And I really enjoy diving into meditation and all of this sort of stuff, and thinking good thoughts and eating well and making good plans. And I really encourage for anybody to do the same. And it's easier said than done. It's easy to do all this stuff, but doing it consistently is not always easy. So that's why I created my business, to help people start making these life transitions and getting into the routine of things. I remember working in a pub and seeing a guy come in, and he was really, really tanned. And I said, "Where have you been? I see you like once a blue moon." And he says, "Well, I live in France half of the year." And I remember thinking, is that a possibility? Can you do that? He's like, "Yeah, if you play your cards right." And I remember at the time thinking, yeah, I don't think I'm able to play my cards right to do something like that. Years later, I was working in another pub, and another guy, same story. He said, "Well, I live I live over there for half the year, and then there." And I remember thinking, that's another guy. Like, this thing where you can live in the sun by the sea. Like, that's what I always wanted. Sometimes you might get flies though that don't leave you alone. So that planted the seed for me, and that's what I really wanted to do. That was my big goal, to live abroad and work. I didn't know what work was at that point, and it's just all I ever really wanted to do. Be at home in the summer and see friends and family, and then leave. I don't want the winters anymore. So I was talking to a friend in the pub one day, and he said, "What do you want to do?" And I said, "Well, I just want to live in England and then abroad." And he was like, he had a proper job, a corporate job. And I remember him looking at me and going, "Yeah, good luck with that." And he walked off to speak to someone else. And it really hit me. It really made me think, oh yeah, this is just a dream that it's just not possible. Like, if he thinks it's crazy and he's a corporate proper job kind of guy, then I'm not going to be able to pull this off. So I've got to stop dreaming right now. And one day we just looked at our situation and we realized that we could actually make this happen. And we'd gone from, I've been living in this hut in Thailand, moping around and woe is me, to overcoming all of these things, alcoholism, addiction, and figuring out who I wanted to be, creating a successful business, helping other people do the same. And we thought, let's just do it. Let's actually go and tick off that bucket list moment and live abroad and wake up and do yoga by the sea every day. You can do what you want if you play your cards right. Why am I telling you all this? I'm not just like gloating here and like, "Whoa, look at me, I live by the sea and I played my cards right," and I'm not doing that at all. It might sound like that, but I really want this just to be inspiration, and not that this is your dream. It might be. Whatever your dream is, whoever you want to be, whatever you want to do, have experience. Maybe you want to be a partner in a firm. Maybe you want a big promotion. Maybe you want to be a successful actor, musician. You want to write a book. Maybe you want to successfully bring up a family that is harmonious with each other and they all love each other and you all get on. That is an amazing dream. And some people actually do that. It's possible. My point to this video is, I was a mess and I am now living my dream life. Look, I'm not in that place. Look at that. That's something else. But I'm in that place. And for now, I really like that place. So look, we always want more, right? But I really think the key to life is figuring out who you are and what you want to be. Moving into that dream, doing everything you possibly can to make that happen. And then when you're there, when you're in this motion of doing what you want to be doing and managing, the second job or like the transition job or the stepping stone job or whatever it is in your life, the third thing is to be grateful for where you are right now. Where you are, no matter where you are, just be grateful for how far you've come, all that you've been through, no matter where you are. Like I said, I want to be in there, right? It looks like a sweet pad to me. But right now I'm here, which is amazing. It's a million times better than where I was before. So this number 3 is being grateful for where you are. And number 4 is dreaming big to where you want to be. And I really think it's about, as long as you've done 1 and 2, knowing who you are, overcoming your stuff and moving into this. If you've done that in life, the next stage is to be here now. Be grateful every day. Find something to be grateful for. Your breath, your friends, your family, the love you feel, any good news that you have. When you laugh, that's amazing. Laughing is healing. It's beautiful. So find gratitude in anything. And then number 4 is dream big, something to take you forward into the next thing. And if you can balance being here and also longing for an exciting future, then I think that's a real sweet place to be, because you're truly living. You're truly here now, and also you've got something to be excited for in the future. It's such a sweet spot to balance. So I did it, right? And I'm not like, oh, I did it. Like I said, oh, look at me by the sea. But I really mean it. I'm overcome with gratitude for being here. And here is here. It's not there, but it's here. And I'm very grateful for being here right now. And if you get any inspiration from this video, it's that you can do whatever you put your mind to if you figure it out, you decide to move into it, you're grateful for where you are, and you keep moving forward into this next stage through planning, through strategy, through sacrificing what's not good for you anymore, showing up, being consistent, taking action constantly, resting when you need to rest, just moving, just constantly moving and being the best version of yourself. And lucky for you, if you're struggling with figuring out how to do this, which I did for years, I didn't know where to start, and that's why it took me so freaking long. So I didn't know what I was doing. I was just dabbling with different things, courses, books, teachers, guides, gurus, looking for that bit of wisdom in the book, not applying it, and go, ooh. I figured it out for me. I really did. I have all the tools I could ever need for anything that comes up in life, and things will always come up in life, and things will always sometimes be difficult too. But I have the tools now to help guide me through these obstacles that come up, which is just a beautiful feeling. And that's what my business is. That's what I created, to help you get from A to B, whatever B is to you. Let me say that again. To help you get from A to B, no matter what your B is. Whatever it is, whether it's the promotion, finding love, health, wealth, success, freedom, whatever it is, I can help you find that, help you move into that, help you be grateful for it, and also help you push and expand your consciousness further so you can really tick off what you want to tick off in life. I had a client today, and I was saying, hey, I've got this new course, it's amazing, you're gonna love it, it's got everything in it, 100 videos, the big transformation course. She said, everything's going so great, I actually don't think I need the course right now, because money's just coming in. I'm really happy, everything's working. And I was like, well, great, that's awesome. That's literally the best case scenario. So if you need this course, you need a major life transformation, then comment below ready and I'll share you that information. Maybe you need a one-to-one meditation session or just one session to help you figure out this stuff and get you going. I can help you do that. It's really easy to get going. And then you too can have that dream life, whatever it is for you. And look, this is really the start of it for me. And that's where I'll end up. That's where I want to be. But until the next one, I just wanted to share with you that message and that I'm grateful, and I'm grateful for you for watching these videos. I really do appreciate it. And leave a comment and tell me that you're here and what you're doing and what your mission is in life. And I really wish you all the encouragement and inspiration on your journey too. I know you can get what you want. You've just got to figure out what that thing is and go for it, because you can do it. It just takes a vision and commitment, but you've got this. Comment me below. I'll see you on the next video. All my love. Speak soon.